Hey guys, Bosch came out with a new bandsaw that is compact, lightweight, robust, and easy to use. Let's take a look at this new saw and see if they hit the mark. Over the last few years, there's been a lot of revisions to bandsaws, not only in the Bosch line, but in many others. The goal of being compact, robust, getting into tight places and being easy to use has been something that I think a lot of different manufacturers are going after. We have a large deep cut bandsaw here on a swag off-road table that's used in our shop quite often, and it's nice, easy to use, and it takes that portable bandsaw, mounts it in a location that's small, and allows you to move it around the shop to do whatever you need to do with a table. Now obviously something like this is not going to be mounted, but you could if you really wanted to figure out a way. This is more for the HVAC guys, the construction guys that want to get into a tight place. It has a 2.5 inch cutting capacity on round stock or rectangular, so it's going to be square. It's lightweight but built well, and I think that built well part is something that we have to come in and look at, because we've seen some plastic frames and we've seen some different things, but let's just come in, take a deep look at what is really inside this new Bosch bandsaw. The new Bosch 2.5 inch compact bandsaw is model number GCB18V-2N, and there's really not a lot of technological advances in this bandsaw. You have a brushed motor, a single speed trigger that is 530 feet per minute. It moves along pretty good here, but basically it's just single trigger, tool-free blade change, which is common on everything you see these days. Metal guards here that open up, and if you're going to have any problems with this saw, it might be these hinges that are sitting here. So I would take a look at them when you first get the saw and just be careful while you're using this inside area. What I want to show you about the inside of this saw is really where Bosch came in and made it robust. We've seen other saws that use plastic on the inside here and will allow the saw to push in and flex a little bit. They do that to lighten things up. While this is a lighter weight saw at 7.3 pounds, you do have metal that is connecting everything, and there is no flex at all in this saw, and I think that's a huge deal. So while you might be giving up some technology, you're gaining quality of construction, and I think that's a very big deal. As far as the blade change goes, it's tool free. It just moves this wheel in so you can get at your blade, pull it out, or put a new blade in. Very simple to use, very common as far as how it works. Now there is not a place in here that you can adjust where the blade goes. So when you first put the blade in, if it's not perfect, you can start the saw and it'll pop right into place. Nice interior here. This is some place that you want to keep clean if you're new to these compact bandsaws. This saw hasn't been used yet, but we will show it to you after we make some cuts. Again, you have 2.5 inch cut for round stock or square. We're going to cut a 2.5 inch square bar and just show you how it will work and how tight 2.5 inches might actually get. Other than that, the safety on this saw is ambidextrous, so you can use either hand, right or left. This auxiliary handle is meant to be placed kind of over the top, so your one hand is in back, auxiliary handle is forward to give you a very balanced and controlled use of this saw. Not a whole lot here other than just a basic bandsaw, so let's put this guy to use. While this saw might be fairly basic for today's standards, it is very comfortable in its use. And if we just roll over here on this stock, you can see 2.5 inches is going to be very tight here, but we'll be able to make it through this. Let's get it cutting. Obviously that end is a little tight, but that is the max size you can cut with it, and it did do fairly well. Now for a compact bandsaw, I would look at using this on smaller items. Let's try something like that out. This is an 1 3/4 tubing, still fairly thick walled, but let's give it a go. That sounded a lot better, and it's a lot more like it. Now you can see there's an LED light that only comes on while the trigger is pulled, so hopefully that shows up well on camera. It doesn't come on or stay on. It is trigger pulled on, trigger let go off. And that could be one downfall, but at the same point, it's again very basic and works. So I keep coming back to the word basic and robust, and I think that that's really what the goal of this tool was, and I think that Bosch hit it. Now we're not going out and just testing how many cuts we can get on this battery and different things like that. I think that compact bandsaws are not using a lot of power here. You could probably use any battery, although we're using the Core 18V-4.0. I think you can come out and just put a 2 amp hour battery on this and be just fine. What I'd like to kind of stress here is that you're not getting a tool that has a ton of different technology in it. Brushed motor, basics of everything, metal construction, so it's going to last because there's not much to go wrong. I think that's a huge deal, and when we look at some of the tools today, we get to a point of so much technology that when one small item fails, or a circuit board or an adjustment, the whole tool is shut down. And I think Bosch brought it back to just plain old quality. And this to me is where Bosch used to be for a long time. And then the races came out where all the different tools and tool manufacturers had to make the most powerful, the best, the most, maybe not the most affordable, but we went down this road of a lack of quality, but a lot more power and a lot more technology to kind of bring people in to buy the tool, where this is just back to basics. Quality construction with all metal around it, very little plastic that's involved in this, and the plastic that is used is going to be able to withstand a beating. The variable speed trigger is something that I miss with the bandsaw, but I know the single speed trigger doesn't bother me, and it's probably not going to bother you guys for who are going to use this. Everything here is built well in place and serviceable if ever needed. And the biggest thing we talked about was obviously keeping this clean on the inside. And you can see some of the rollers are going to have some metal on it already. Keep this vacuumed out, you'll be fine. If you're going to use it daily, these rollers might end up being replaced at some point. Not a big expense. Again, watch these guards. That's the one thing that I wish they would have probably upgraded or done something with. Even this large bandsaw here has very similar style hinges, maybe a little bit more robust, but that's the one place on this tool that if I could change one thing, it would be these hinges to something that was just a little bit more built for the job site. While those hinges are there, and half the people are not going to even put that blade guard back on once something does happen here. Either way, I just look at that as that's one thing they could have done to give me that really robust job site feeling. Other than that, guys, if you're looking for a bandsaw that's probably going to last you the rest of your life, or as long as Bosch is on this 18-volt battery platform, I think this is going to be one of them. And I don't say that a lot about a lot of the new tools that come out, simply because they're just not built that way. I really do believe this one is. So leave me your thoughts on that statement in the comments, because we don't see tools like that too often. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do. As always, we appreciate your time. Have a great day.